Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. In a recent conversation that's already setting the NBA room ablaze, Giannis Antetokounmpo dropped a quote that might just reshape the league's landscape. He really want to play for the team. Second text, a reported invite from Nan, a the dense Golden State Warriors. Now, before fans start photoshopping Giannis in a Warriors jersey and planning championship dates down Market Street, let's break down what this could actually mean. Was it just a casual comment, a sign of respect for a dynasty, or a subtle hint of what's to come? Either way, the idea of the Greek freak joining forces with Steph Curry is the kind of hypothetical that sends shivers down the spine of the entire Western Conference. Whether you're a Warriors fan dreaming big or a rival team is supported panicking already, this is one of those rumors that feels too big to ignore. When Giannis speaks, se basketball well listens. Se menis at un team, MVP, an NBA champion, and embodiment of loyalty, having stayed with the Milwaukee Bucks despite years of speculation about his departure. So, when added those words, it wasn't just noise, it carried weight. Sources close to the situation say the conversation was formal, no contract. No negotiations, just an exchange between stars, a mutual admiration. But we know how these things start. Remember how LeBron's Miami move began? Or how KD ended up in the Bay? It often starts with friendship, with all-star weekend chats. With interviews where someone says just enough to spark a wildfire. Giannis knows how to choose his words. For him to say that about the team raises eyebrows across the league. Let's not forget, Golden State has a history of attracting stars who admire their culture, their winning mentality, and yes, their style of play. It is a system that makes good players great and great players historic. Giannis, with his downhill dominance and elite defense, would fit into Steve Kerr's system like a glove, albeit a giant, super athletic glove. Imagine a pick and roll action with Steph as the koi. Giannis barreling down the lane. Draymond orchestrating from the elbow. It is almost unfair to think about. And here is the key. Giannis has always admired high IQ basketball, and Golden State runs perhaps the most cerebral offense in the league. This isn't just fantasy basketball talk, it makes basketball sense. There is also a growing sentiment that Giannis might be looking for a new challenge. He brought Milwaukee its first title in 50 years. He done what he set out to do, and while he reiterated loyalty to the Bucks, he has also been increasingly candid about wanting to win more championships, to play with like-minded players. To not waste his prime, Milwaukee is a solid team, but are they still a championship favorite? Or have they picked? This question seems to linger more and more. And the play of Giannis Ezekielave entering the back half of his prime may very well be thinking, what is next? Now, Warriors fans, don't get ahead of yourselves. This isn't a done deal. There is no official interest, no trade package, no free agency timeline that makes this imminent. But the NBA is often less about what's happening and more about what is starting to happen. The seeds of super teams are planted long before they blossom. Adine, a tweet, a comment in a post-game interview. Giannis saying he wants to play for the team might just be a passing statement. Or it might be the beginning of something seismic. And let's be honest, Golden State has never been shy about thinking big, the keep mechanics aside. And yes, those would be a challenge. The Warriors are in a unique place. With Clay's contract situation, the possible end of the dynasty era looming, and their young core still finding its identity. There is a window here for a reimagining, and who better to center the own than Giannis? Pairing him with Steph could be the franchise's bridge from one dynasty to the next. It would be a blockbuster of epic proportions, a move that echoes the Durant signing, but even bigger. Given Giannis' defensive presence and physical dominance, it is hard not to dream when the fit seems this perfect. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive dubs updates. Let's keep going. What makes this even juicier is the mutual respect between Giannis and Steph. They've spoken highly of each other over the years. You can see said mention when they face off. Giannis has called Steph one of the best leaders in sports, and Steph has described Giannis as a force, o efenato rey. The bond is there, the foundation is set, and in today's NBA, that brotherhood among stars often leads to more than just compliments. It leads to phone calls, and sometimes, it leads to history. Could we be witnessing the early signs of the next super team? Maybe, maybe not. But don't bet against it. If you read the Bucks, this is where you start to sweat. Not just because of one comment, but because Giannis has options. For years, Milwaukee was a safe haven, the loyal star staying in a small market, but that only works as long as the team is winning big. If the Bucks struggle or even just stagnate, the pressure will mount. And if the Warriors come calling with their winning pedigree and appealing roster, can Milwaukee really compete? You the hope loyalty wins out, but loyalty does the win rings. And Giannis has always made clear, it wants rings. The beauty of this rumor is that it feels far-fetched and completely plausible. That is what makes NBA off-season bass so intoxicating. It is not just about reality, it is about possibility, and this possibility, it is electric. It opens up every conversation, trades, super teams, legacies, dynasties. It gets people talking, waiting, speculating. And as much as executives may hate it, this is what keeps the league thriving year-round. If Giannis really wants to play for the Warriors, then Selig bete back a lap, because that would shakes NBA to its core. So, is Giannis going to be a Warrior? As of now, no. But could he be? Absolutely. The league is always shifting. And the tides are moving faster than ever. Giannis' comment might just be a lords fest enough a tidal wave. One thing is for sure, this is the Celeste. We a bit, and if you reopen up the game, you can't help but watch this space. Because rumors like this, they don't just fade, they build, and sometimes, they explode. Stay tuned because this story is just getting started. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates and the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.